armpit smelling, armpit licking, masturbating to armpits, armpit penis thrusting. Are you sexually attracted and aroused by armpits? Do you enjoy or are curious about how to enhance your sexual pleasure by diving into some willing armpits? Then here's your guide to armpit sex. Axillism or masculania, which is the scientific name for armpit fetishism, is practiced by many, and today we'll delve into the world of using armpits for sexual pleasure. I hope I piqued your interest, so let's dive right in. I am Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor, board certified clinical sexologist, and your most trusted, honest, and fun sexpert on this platform. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you have found us and invite you to become part of our global sex positive community as we gather in this safe space to have open and shameless discussions about all things human sexuality. Subscribe! You can also become a member of the Sex Curious or Sex Intelligent Club for exclusive content not available here. But do me a favor and subscribe so we can continue learning and growing together. Thanks. What is an armpit fetish? Masculania or axillism is the sexual attraction to armpits, which includes all kinds of sexual attraction or arousal that go from being visually aroused by armpits to actually having sex with them. Yes, for those of you who do not share this interest, the idea of having sex with armpits may sound strange. But having sex with armpits is actually a thing, and we support those who pursue this fetish in a healthy way. And I always want to empower people to make informed and healthy decisions when it comes to their own sexual exploration journeys. So here's your safe space for armpit sex. The first question you may be asking yourself is, why are you or why would some people be attracted to armpits in a sexual way? Great question. I have to say that although we don't have hard science on axillism, we can theorize that because the armpits are a focus for the production of pheromones and they have a strong scent, some people may be attracted to them in that sense. Being sexually aroused by smells is called olfactophilia, and if you're attracted to smells, it may be smells that are considered clean or pretty, like a certain perfume or soap or essential oils, or to highly concentrated and pungent smells like armpit sweat. That makes total sense. And by the way, both men and women can be attracted to armpits and armpit smell. So this fetish is not exclusive to men, but we know that there's a cohort of men out there that love women's armpits. Listen to this. If you are still wondering how this can be, how can a person be attracted to armpits? Armpit attraction refers to a specific sexual or aesthetic interest in the armpits of others, not your own. This attraction can present in a few ways, including attraction and focus on how the armpits look, being attracted to the scent of armpits, or liking the sensation of the armpits to the touch, whether it is from hands or some other body parts, like caressing them with your face, the feet, or the genitals. For many individuals, armpits may be an erogenous zone which enhances sexual excitement or intimacy when exposed or touched. Does that not make sense to you yet? Well, stay with me, listen to this. The sweat present in the armpits has 16 types of pheromones, including a specific mood-elevating and sexually arousing pheromone called androstenedione. Do you know that pheromones are very, very important? And did you know what they are? Pheromones are chemical signals emitted by our bodies that trigger specific behaviors or physiological processes when we are exposed to them from other humans. They are secreted or excreted by a person, and through smell or taste, they can be detected by another person. Isn't that cool? Pheromones are what seems to be the inexplicable part in attraction among humans. And by the way, animals secrete or excrete pheromones too, which helps in mating, and that makes total sense because we're also animals. Pheromones are part of the communication system we use as humans to coordinate many aspects of social behavior, such as sexual recognition and attraction, aggression or alarm, advertising territorial boundaries, and promoting parent to offspring bonding. For us humans, pheromones are primarily secreted from the apocrine sweat glands, which are concentrated in the armpits, the groin area, and around the nipples. Now that you know that we are naturally chemically attracted to armpits, whether we know it or not, you may still be asking yourself, why would anybody be attracted to armpits consciously and in a sexual way? Well, to answer your question, there are a few common aspects of armpit attraction that people may find appealing. Appearance. Some people may be attracted to the physical look of the armpit, including the shape of the skin, the hair or lack of, or the way it complements the rest of the body. Scent. The natural scent of a person's armpits, which is influenced by sweat and pheromones, those chemical invisible substances that we secrete to send social and sexual signals to others, as I explained before, can also be a major factor. Some people find this sometimes imperceptible scent that can be intensified by body heat, sweat, and certain deodorants sexually attractive. Sensory experience. For some people, the act of touching, kissing, or smelling the armpit can create a feeling of intimacy or arousal. Armpit skin is really sensitive, right? You get ticklish if somebody touches your armpits, and likewise, a person can get sexually aroused by having them stimulated for sexual pleasure. And the act of exploring this area may provide a unique form of physical connection. Cultural or psychological factors. For some people, armpit attraction may be influenced by their own personal experiences or cultural representations in the media, and what you see can create imprints that then you associate with sensuality or attraction. Whether you understand armpit sexual attraction or not, it is just another fascinating piece of evidence that, as with any form of attraction, armpit attraction is part of the wide range of human sexuality, and each person can have their own unique sexual microcosm that is unique to them. Know that armpit attraction, along with others, are typically harmless as long as they are expressed respectfully and consent is present. As usual, let me give you some recommendations to make armpit sex more enjoyable to all parties involved. You know the first tip. You know this. Ask for consent. Communicate your interest in armpits with your person or persons of interest and be open to have a dialogue about it. Answer questions, listen without judgment, and keep an open mind. Second, communication also applies to preferences in armpits, such as odor and hair. If you like hairy armpits, negotiate that with your partner. If you like sweaty, natural smelling armpits, ask. If you like the opposite of what I just said, ask. Third, always know your STI status and ask for and share results. Armpit sex may be one of the safer forms of sexual contact, but as with most other sexual contact, there is always a risk of STI transmission. When in doubt, wear protection. A condom covering the penis if you would like to thrust the penis against the armpit is a good idea to keep the receiver safe. Fourth, discuss and respect boundaries. Be ready to speak up if things get uncomfortable or if you do not desire to participate in the act anymore. Fifth, lube up. Lubrication is very important in armpit sex to avoid friction burns, pain, and chafing. You may also use oils, lotions, sexual lubricants, or your own saliva. So there you have it, your brief on armpit sexual attraction and how you can make armpits part of your sexual repertoire. Are you attracted to armpits? Have you had sex with armpits? Yes. We want to know and learn from your experience, so leave your comments below. If you have any questions about other unusual forms of sexual arousal, leave them also in the comment section below so that I can answer them in a future video. This is Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor, wishing you good sex and sexual health. See you next time.